Sports radio station, 92.3 Nigeria Info.
What we do goes beyond bringing you the news. We give you a chance to talk about it. Your opinion, your voice.
This is 92.3 Nigeria Info, Port Harcourt.
Your number one news, talk, and sports radio station.
We connect you to the world. We connect you to the vicinity. We are Nigeria Info.
Listen to me, I said this is a real situation and the government has to do something about it.
What are you trying to insinuate? All these people looting Nigeria's money? You think
This is Nigeria Info, in the heart of Nigeria. 92.3, we are Nigeria Info.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dayo.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Facts, 92.3 Nigeria Info and here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dayo. 16 minutes gone past 3 p.m. and you're welcome to the show. It's a Friday edition. By now, if you've listened long enough, you might know, or you should know, that it's my favorite edition of the show. Love the Friday editions because Fridays officially kickstarts the weekend. And it's great to have another weekend after all we've been through this week. Like we've been through other weeks, like we're always going through stuff in our dear great country called Nigeria. Welcome once again, and I hope the week has been a productive one for you, in spite of the things that you no doubt have been through. And where do I start as regards things that we go through continually? Is it suit? Is it floods? Is it task force? Is it police? Is it honorables? Is it excellency? Is it power outage? Is it potholes? Is it... Where do I start, really? And where does it even end, the things that we go through every single day? Is it insecurity? Is it armed robbery? Is it kidnapping? Is it the police slapping us? The people supposed to protect us, killing us sometimes? Or maybe many times? Where does one start, really? Where does one start? So in spite of all of that, I hope you've had a productive week nonetheless. You guys are trying. Oh, you're trying, really. You're trying. Anyways, welcome once again. From now till about 7, we keep the conversation going. A few matters on the agenda. Let's take a look. So we've got side comments coming up in a moment. Not to be discussed now until much later on during the open season segment. Random stories, random thoughts of mine. Then I have a rounds coming up. That'll take your thoughts of mine till about 4 p.m. Now, before we've got the business news coming up, and after that, APC state congresses or APC state showdown. Which exactly will it be? Is APC having a state congress, or are they having a showdown? We'll be discussing that in the 4 o'clock hour. Remember, I think it's October 16. Yep, October 16. This headline states it quite clearly as well. Let's see. APC releases revised timetable for October 16 state congresses. You can find details in the Vanguard. That story was published about a week ago. Yeah. The APC has released a revised timetable and schedule of activities for its October 16 nationwide state congresses to elect party officials at that level. Now, Senator John Panu Dehe, National Secretary of APC, caretaker and extraordinary extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, announced this in a statement in Abuja. Alright, so we'll be discussing that. What's the essence of these state congresses? What does it imply for the party as a whole at the national level and even at the state level? And even especially here in Rivers State, what does it portend for the party? Is all well within the APC here in Rivers State? Will these congresses placate the situation, ensure that all is well within the APC in Rivers State? What are the chances of the party in what are the party's chances with regards to producing candidates or being a part of the coming 2023 general elections? Remember last time out, they were nowhere to be found. Is that situation going to change this time around? Maybe with the party's Congress is coming up? We'll discuss all of these and other related matters in the 4 o'clock hour. I'll be joined for that conversation by APC stalwarts in Rivers State. Barrister Chizi Eni will be my guest till about 5 o'clock. At 5 we've got the news update coming up. It's been 1 year since hashtag NSAS. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Remember NSAS? Remember that? Yep, it's been about 2 years. 1 year since NSAS protests broke out in Lagos and other parts of the country. What impact did hashtag NSAS have on Nigeria, and what lessons did we learn? I'd like to get your take on that at the 5 o'clock hour after the news update. Headlines at 5:30 p.m. Major news at 6, and we've got open season after that till about 7 o'clock. At about 7 we wrap up the conversation. And the sports gang will be in to talk about for extra time, bring you all the action from the world of sports. I don't know if they were talking about the unfortunate situation that transpired yesterday. It was most shocking, most debilitating, and maybe a testament to how horrible things are becoming even these days. Yes, indeed. As your very own, our very own Super Eagles were... I don't know how to term this, but they did something yesterday. They kicked a round leather thing around. They did that. Some of them headed this round leather thing. Some of them played it around. Some of them ran around. There was a lot of sweating as well. I'm quite certain of that. There was a lot of sweating. A lot of hard breathing, yes. Blood pressure was increased as well. When you're running around, your blood pressure seems to be on the rise. There was some walking as well. One or two persons on the sidelines were shouting things. That must have happened. Some shouting as well. And other persons would have been pointing their hands. Somewhat aimlessly, but pointing their hands nonetheless. A lot of gesticulating, animated reactions as well, on the sidelines. And but that's about all that they did, because against the Central African Republic yesterday, our very own Super Eagles lost 0-1 in Lagos, and it was the most unfortunate development indeed. The Super Eagles can't even beat Central African Republic again. How bad things are getting these days, really. It's quite something. Oh, let's check out other stuff that caught my attention as I checked out the news today. Let's see what else was it that caught my attention? Lots of talk about elections still coming up. Local government chairman in Rivers State, honorables celebrating 100 days in office. A lot of Thanksgiving services, and dignitaries, elder statesmen are going to be making speeches as well, talking about how. Just imagine that I'm an elder statesman. I've been invited to one of these 100 days in office celebrations. I'm going to stand there when I've been introduced. Once the MC of the occasion has spent 30 minutes introducing me, and people are sweating profusely, wondering when this event is going to end, and the MC spends 30 minutes introducing me, And I come there and I clear my throat. I said, thank you for, thank you, MC, because I have to speak like an elder statesman. That means I have to slur my words, and speak very slowly. Otherwise, how will anybody know I'm an elder statesman? Thank you. I'd like to thank Mr. Chairman. Thank Mr. Chairman. And I also want to thank Honorable this. I want to appreciate Honorable that. And also like to take this time to appreciate Honorable X. And I can also see that Honorable Y has just come in. I just received a text message now that Honorable W is taking his bath now. He's preparing to come. And also, I just received a phone call before I was called, introduced for the last 30 minutes by Honorable O's wife, that he's in the toilets right now. He was preparing to come. In fact, he was almost entering his car when when he had running stomach. Alright, sorry if you're having lunch. I thought he had running stomach and he had to run back into the toilet. And, so I want to thank him as well. I hope he can hear this in the toilet. I also want to appreciate all the Royal Majesties who are here, starting from Royal Majesty A and Royal Majesty B. You remember him when we were in school? He was running around. But look at him today. He's a Royal Majesty. Inside life. So I want to appreciate everybody who is there. And timekeeper, keep checking the time. I have to use at least 30 minutes for this one. So tell me when it's about 25 minutes. And after I've done that, I wasted everybody's time thanking Honorable A and Honorable X. That I will now thank the chairman profusely for this. It's a wonderful thing the chairman have done. The chairman has done this. So I thank the chairman. Look at the chairman. I remember when he was contesting. We thought he was a fine young man. Look at the chairman. Thank the chairman. The people of this local government are lucky to have you as a chairman. As you came as a chairman, you can see the dividends of democracy everywhere. Chairman. People can everywhere testifying there is a chairman. About the chairman. So I want to thank the chairman again for this wonderful 100 days in office. And the chairman is going to do more chairman things. So we thank the chairman. Chairman, thank you, sir. And thank the chairman again. And that's it. When people sit there, throughout this, sweating profusely as they celebrate 100 days in office. Anyways, congratulations to all the chairmen who are celebrating 100 days in office at the moment. Alright, so let's see. What else caught my attention on the news today? Was there anything else? Mr. President has presented the 2022 budget proposal of 16.39 trillion naira to a joint session of the National Assembly. President Buhari said the estimate is based on a crude oil benchmark price of $57 per barrel and an exchange rate of 410 naira 15 kobo to the dollar. You know what I'd like to hear sometimes as we go forward in our nascent democracy is when these reports are being given and they say the president has presented a budget proposal of X amount with an estimate based on crude oil benchmark of X dollars, exchange rate of Y naira. Also, they should add also with an estimated budget padding, with an estimated budget padding of, for example, 800 billion with an estimated budget padding of 800 billion naira or something like that, you know. So at least we make it somewhat official right now, and the good people of Nigeria get to know what exactly is going on, you know. Anyway, that's it for today's side comments. I'm going to break now. When I return, I've got a round coming up, and I'd like to get your take on mine. Do please stay with us.
We give the facts.
News entirely.
We give the evidence. Just to keep you informed.
News, weather.
I get my information top of the hour every hour.
92.3 Nigeria Info. And now, hard facts. Hard facts with Dayo.
Okay, Mark, still hard factor 90.3 Nigeria Info Hereford Harcourt. I'm Dayo. 26 minutes ago before 4 p.m. and I made a huge blunder just a while ago. For that brief moment when I was an elder statesman, that was before the break I just went on. That brief moment when I was an elder statesman and I was delivering my unnecessarily annoyingly long speech at the 100 days in office celebration of Honorable X, who's the local government chairman in local government Y here in Rivers State. And someone has pointed out my error, the error of my ways. Shayi sent in a WhatsApp message saying, you forgot to thank His Excellency who gave the chairman support to achieve all this. That's from Shayi. Shayi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I could have lost my elder statesmanship position because of that. So, I'd also thank His Excellency, for for his support. Otherwise, chairman could not have done this. His Excellency, the kind support of His Excellency. His Excellency is a man. His Excellency is a human being. His Excellency is a kind-hearted fellow. Look at what His Excellency has done. I'd like to tell you a story about His Excellency. His Excellency picked this young man. His Excellency has been given mentorship. His Excellency has been showing the way. Thank His Excellency for the support given to chairman. Look at this. All of you, take a minute. Take 5 minutes and worship His Excellency. Just appreciate His Excellency for what His Excellency has done. Just raise your hands up and wave to His Excellency. Because His Excellency is just incredible, really. All right. So, Shay, thank you very much for that. That said, I'd like to rant for just a bit. I've got something in my mind. I've expressed some thoughts on it. And you're very welcome to express your thoughts and mine all the way till 4 p.m. How do I start this one? How do I even begin this one? How? Because sometimes, in spite of what you might think, it's extremely difficult. Now, I know what the topic of the rant is, but sometimes I am so overwhelmed by the severity of the issue. I am so. It's very difficult for me many times. The things that I talk about, the things that I rant on, because I can't comprehend how those things even are in the first place. I cannot comprehend how those things even exist, such that they not form subjects of discussion. I mean, when I think about it, it's like, okay, I'm not going to use the example that came to mind now, so no one takes it personal or takes offense, because it's not personal, it's nothing personal, but I have to be careful nonetheless. It's just very sad. It's very sad, and it dampens my spirit. It places a very heavy burden on me in my heart. And but man, you know what? I'll just go straight to the story. Now, there was a protest at the Iwofe Jetty in Rumuolumeni, Rivers State today, over plans to increase the cost of boat transport from Iwofe to Tombia in Degema local government area of Rivers State. Scores of people from Tombia marched to the jetty to criticize the move by the Degema Council Chairman, Michael John Williams, to increase the cost to 400 naira. The protesters said they prefer the 200 naira cost by another boat service owned by an indigenous Emmanuel Fenibo. Let's hear what these protesters had to say on this matter.
We, the people of Tombia, we are disappointed at the LGA chairman, Michael John Williams. He has come to impose price on us on the transportation system. Emmanuel Fenibo has come as a method to liberate Tombia, and he has said that let there be fairness in transportation system. Whatsoever that happens to Emmanuel Fenibo will hold Michael John Williams responsible, and the people of Tombia are in support of Emmanuel Fenibo.
The alternative to come and save the community. 400 is driving, 500 is driving, nobody stop them. It's what we want from the local government chairman is to send us more boat to come and drive 150.
But this man came and started collecting 200, 250. And we were satisfied with that. And we told the other boat union that if this man is satisfied with what is happening, we are not stopping them. They should come out and do their own business. Let it be a business of competition. The masses of the Tombians will have choice in terms of transportation. The local government chairman is being biased in his judgment.
Even the people, the good people of Tombia, understand elementary economics. You do not have to be a professor to figure this one out. You definitely do not require a doctorate in economics to comprehend this one. I don't even think you need a university degree to be able to understand the basics of this scenario. I'd like to play back the comments of that woman again, the last woman who spoke. She was quite brilliant, and maybe she should be chairman. Actually, if you ask me, maybe just maybe that woman should be chairman at least someday. Let's hear her again. I have to fast forward this to the end or thereabouts. Am I right? Am I there?
The other boat union that if this man is satisfied with what his man came and started collecting 200, 250, and we're satisfied with that. And we told the other boat union that if this man is satisfied with what is happening, we are not stopping them. They should come out and do their own business. Let it be a business of competition.
A business of competition. Free trade. Market forces. She understands it. She understands it. But the honorables, the honorables do not get it. That if the honorables do not get the concept of free trade and competition and the free market and market forces and demand and supply, if they don't get that, what then do they get? What can they get? What can they get? Now, responding, spokesperson of the council, Derefa Christopher, said a planned hike in the cost of boat transport in the area was decided at the stakeholders. Who are these stakeholders, by the way? I think that there is a particular group also that always has the governor's ear as well in Rivers. I've forgotten their own name right now. All right, sorry, but these stakeholders, who are they? Who has more stakes in Degama local government area than the people who reside there and do business there? Who are these stakeholders? And by the way, let's hear what this spokesperson had to say on behalf of the stakeholders.
The fact is that the action of the council was to nip an impending crisis in Dumbia community. Now, with the emergence of two factional transport unions operating in the same waterfronts of Iwofe and Dumbia community, there were constant frictions and clashes here and there. There should not be two transport unions operating in the same areas. There will be these continued confrontations and clashes here and there. That decision was reached, a unilateral decision.
By who exactly? Is it by the good people of Tombia or good people of Is it by the good people of stakeholders or good people of transport union that decided this? And by the way, who said there cannot be more than one transport union? Where in our constitution or even the bylaws of the local government council did it state that there must be and there only shall be only one transport union? Meanwhile, the initiator of the alternative boat service in the community, Emmanuel Fenibo, told our correspondent that the community's boats have been confiscated by the military stationed in the area on the order of the council chairman.
So there and then they objected and said we should go and bring out our boats if we are not satisfied with the present fare. We tried our best to bring out boats that started collecting 300 naira. Distance is 7 minutes drive. And when we compare it with Okrika, which is about 15 minutes, they Okrika to Marife, they collect 300 naira. So why should our own be different? The resolution of the community was that the two unions should operate and nobody should disturb the other person. It was agreed as the chairman. We are flouting his order. So he now insisted that the army station in Tombia should arrest him.
And by the way, to the army, stop embarrassing yourselves now. Stop embarrassing yourselves. Huh? Very soon, if husband and wife are having issues now, they will be calling Mopo 19 to come and settle the fight. Very soon, you will see 3 trucks, 3 Hilux vans coming out from Mopo 19 to go and settle husband and wife matter. Meanwhile, we have bandits all over the place. Anyways, as I was saying, so what is going on? So imagine the council chairman of Obiakpo local government area saying that, declaring tomorrow that Choba to Rumokoro is now going to be 200 naira. And the reason is to forestall a crisis because we have 3 different unions running Choba to Rumokoro. Imagine how outlandish that would be. Well, that's exactly what's going on here. And the council is desperate to defend this. Now, it underscores a major issue here, and that is that more often than not, people in leadership positions in Nigeria don't even understand the reason that they're there. You're not there to be honorable. You're not there to have boys who are loyal to you. You're not there to be structured and root yourself into the ground. You are there to serve the interest of the people. How does an increased fare, how does an increased boat fare or transport fare serve the interest of the people, the good people of Degema? How? How, Mr. Chairman? Or can a spokesperson explain that, please? How does increased transportation fare serve the interest of any people? Especially in a situation where somebody is saying we can provide the same service at a lower cost. Is that not what any government should go after? The person who is saying we can provide the same service at a lower cost. Any rational thinking government will be delighted by that and even encourage that. So if somebody says I can do it for 200, 250, we'll embrace you. And somebody else says, oh, you know what, I can do it for 150. We rush to that person. That is what we should be doing. That is what serves the people's interest. That cannot create crisis. Lower transportation fares have never been the cause of any protest anywhere in the world. I'd like Mr. Spokesman. What's the name again? Where's the name? Derefa Christopher. Can Mr. Derefa Christopher please point out to me some place in the world where because transport fares were to be reduced, the people went up in arms and staged the protest and said, no, how dare government or anybody try to reduce transport fares? As a matter of fact, we want you to go higher. So once again, we need governments, people in government to realize, to remember that they are there to serve the interest of the people, not any other interest. And by the way, once again, let's hear from that brilliant woman who understands elementary economics in ways that everybody, all the honorables and excellencies in Degema do not understand. And I need to hear her once again. For me, it's a perfect way to wrap up today's rant. Let's hear her again.
200, 250. And we were satisfied with that. And we told the other boat union that if this man is satisfied with what is happening, we are not stopping them. They should come out and do their own business. Let it be a business of competition. The masses of the Tombians will have choice in terms of transportation. The local government chairman is being biased in his judgment.
And on that note, I end my rant. Thanks for listening. Hope I didn't bore you. Any thoughts about it? Let's hear it. Lines are open. Call 0817-923-0002 or 0003 or 0007. On Facebook.com/Nigerian for PH. WhatsApp on 0809-030-6416. Keep it brief and straight to the point. And once the call is answered, please turn down the volume of your radio set. It's very important to do. Else, once again, we can't have a conversation if you don't do that. Let's see, where do I start from? Okay, let's start with what's it? With Facebook, and this is a long one. Maybe I'll do WhatsApp then. Or can I do WhatsApp? Or I'll come back to the messages. Let's start with Isaiah. On the line, I don't know where it's calling from. Isaiah, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Very round. Yeah, Dayo.
Yes, you're welcome. Go ahead.
You see, you have said it all. You know, you are one intelligent man that we all hold you on a very high esteem. You understand? You see, now, if you look very well, just as you said, that woman is supposed to be the council chairman currently, and the council chairman, as it were, ought to be sacked for that woman to assume that position. You cannot tell me that you are there and 100 days in office, all you could present to the people of Degema is that you will begin to fight them in respect of the transportation issue when you cannot even give them something that is very much required to elevate their lives and their people. But now in their own expense, the one that they can offer to themselves, the one they can put before themselves, you are also coming to middle between it and to see how you can frustrate their lives and their existence. I think it should be highly condemned, and as I speak to you now, I am speaking with a very high level of grievance, because I believe that what that chairman would have done is to offer the people, is there not for self-serving interest or for personal aggrandizement, but is there to make sure that the people of Degema people become happy. Even when he leaves office, they can tell him that, yes, while you were there, yes, you serve as a righteous man.
Henry, great to hear from you. We got Henry from Nkolo on the line. Isaiah, pardon me. Henry from Nkolo, you're welcome. Please go on.
Dayo, good afternoon, my brother.
Go ahead.
Yes. So I want to contribute, and it's so unfortunate that what we see today from this our so-called local government chairman is not for them to come in and salvage the poverty that is in the land. Because if one...
Hello, Henry. Okay, Henry's gone. Via WhatsApp. Good day, I agree with you. The lady who spoke ought to be chairman. She's articulate, collected, intelligent, has a sonorous voice that can proffer solutions to stubborn challenges. Oh, some mothers do have them. That's from Newton Nikire. All right, let's see. The man also demand goes down. There's always a kickback in such situations. The chairman may have a cut. Good afternoon, Dar. The stakeholders are only trying to nip any crisis. I mean, they want to nip the impending crisis, hence they increase the fare. There's really an interest from the stakeholders. That's Jay, I think. I believe that, good evening. The problem with our people is lack of understanding. The masses. If this problem is solved in no time, this will sabotage the government. I believe there's something to this, because I'm seeing the local government chairman has a personal interest in the transportation system. We got Dana from Agri Road. Dana, you're welcome. Please go on.
Yeah, Dayo.
Go ahead.
I think the Bedema local government chairman is formulating his principal, the governor, who is a member of the judiciary, to benefit the judiciary a lot. And the chairman is a former boat driver who belongs to the boat drivers union in that Bedema.
Really?
So the only thing we can do, yes, is to benefit the union that he belongs to, without thinking about the people in that Bedema. And that is why he come out with that kind of decision to support those who want to take 400 naira instead of those who decide to take 200 naira or 250. As you have said, to me, the people will now look within that woman and the chairman and decide who will be their current chairman now, because you are disappointed them. And I believe if they can stand for that woman and bring her to be the chairman of that local government, it will be better for them. That is my take.
All right, Daniel. Via WhatsApp. Good afternoon, Dar. Michael John Williams, the Degema LGA chairman, is not the friend of the people. He's never done anything meaningful in the interest of his people. We have a bunch of misfits as LGA chairman in Rivers State. All right. Lower transport system will cause a great harm to Degema people. That is what someone is pushing out to the public. That's some relish. Now, these are honorables and excellencies. When they talk or act, you wonder if they are doing the right thing. These people we call leaders are highly wicked and biased. Let them keep doing that. That's from Uduji Declan, I believe. That's the outcome of the last local government election. Sosa James Akpabio sent that in. The caliber of people emerging as local government chairmen in our country indicates a looming danger, as they will eventually emerge as various state governors, and that's okay. Well, some person from Port Harcourt. Let's cross over to Facebook right now. Chile Edwin goes, quite unfortunate that we have political businessmen who are in politics to devour the people, and this is painful. It's quite unfortunate indeed. And if you take a listen to that woman's comments once again, she talked about competition. She talked about choice. Choice is rudimentary economics. Because your needs are infinite, or your wants are infinite relative to your resources, you have to prepare a scale of preference. And in preparing that scale of preference, choice is key. You have to make choices. And she understands that. She understands. I wish I could meet that woman. I wish I could interview her. She sounds like an honorable. She sounds like a true local government chairman. Really. She gets it. She absolutely gets it. You know, she absolutely gets it. Let's see. And I think I'll just wrap it up on this note, really. You know, she said it all. I mean, someone said Dayo said it all. No, Dayo did not say it all today. No, it was that woman who said it all. She said it. She's today's MVP, really. Where is that? I need to play it back just a moment. 550. Oh, no, I mean, another one. Okay, is that her? Okay, I think this is her. Let's hear her once again as we wrap up today's segment.
250. And we're satisfied with that.
More boat to come and drive 150.
But this man came and started collecting 200, 250. And we're satisfied with that. And we told the other boat union that if this man is satisfied with what is happening, we are not stopping them. They should come out and do their own business. Let it be a business of competition.
Oh, my goodness. Competition.
The masses of the Tombians will have choice.
Oh, choice. Economics. It's basic.
In terms of transportation, the local government chairman is being biased in his judgment.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I think that's just a brilliant. And please, if anybody can get across to that, I don't know who she is. Maybe I'll speak to the reporter who interviewed her. If it's possible to get across to her, I'd like to interview her and talk about economics and discuss governance with her, because she seems to get it. I don't know about a lot of our honorables, but she understands governance and economics. She does. And multiply effect and how it has impact on people. She gets it. I hope the honorables and the stakeholders in Degema and other places in River State and in Nigeria will get it as well. Thank you very much. We got the news coming up shortly. After that, APC congresses coming up, state congresses coming up. How about the situation here in River State? Barrister Chizzy Amy joins me for that conversation. Please stay with us.